Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Patrician Free. Let's start the new year by taking a bath and of course visit the church for the New Year celebration.
In apostolos descendens. Amen.
That's it for now. How am I doing? Very satisfied town. Harbour badly protected. Many of the poor are grateful. Good. Not enough wealth. Many of the rich are grateful and the wealthy. So that's the good news. I have to keep an eye on Potter London, that is, because we're doing a mission with that, so let's speed things up. So what's my plan? Well, first of all, we have that Crayer under construction, but first of all I want to get this to 500,000, as I think I need that for my new rank, so that's one thing. So 500,000 for the new rank, and after that it'll be 900,000 before I can finally get into the decision part. It's January 1st, and if I'm not mistaken, elections are done at the 20th of May, which means I have in theory 4 months to become Lord Mayor. And I remember saying in one of the previous episodes that I may not make it, but things are going better now. Carry on, please, to Lucius. I still haven't. Never mind. I still haven't loaded my trade routes from previous games into the save folder of this game. Let me see, 22, I can pick everything, 36. 10 small cats. That's all going well. It is lacking, skins are lacking. All the other goods are doing fine. How's housing? 87%. I doubt I have the... Never mind, I do. No, I don't. But I can always sell a bunch of my items here. I also really need to start working at a warehouse. I need iron goods and timber for that. I don't have that yet. went through the other options. Yep. How's my pig iron? Okay, 21. Let me see. 2 bombard towers. One of the things I should start considering right now is where to build. And in general, for each worker you need, or better said, you get 30 persons. You have 30 workers, and each worker has a family of a wife and 2 children. Spotten Groningen. I can do that quickly. He's improving nicely. Groningen. So if I build an industry, I will increase the number of workers to 30, but they bring their families with me, which means I get an influx of 120 poor people. Over time, the poor people become wealthy and eventually even rich, but I get an influx of 120 people. We have 35 beggars in town. That's 35 potential workers. Also, I got a nice cash boost. So my first thing to do is building my industries here. Finally, no, I don't have the money for a workshop yet. So I will add a warehouse, because that would cut, no, sorry, that would add 2,000 barrels storage capacity, which means I'm at 2,500. If you're looking at things, I'm already at 2.1 thousand. So there's some fluctuation. Carry on, please. London. Well, how convenient. I can also keep an eye on the process of my ship. Simply, this is health, but simply by checking the health points. They're currently by name. So I'm building another house. I'm building my warehouse, which means my storage capacity will go up by 2,000, which is nice, because that at least that would save me big load of money. I got a ship under construction, which I will have to upgrade at some point, so I'm really hoping to get more timber, although prices are currently up because it's winter. At least this part of the world it was winter. So there are some things I have to keep an eye on at the moment. Over time, well, since I plan to expand to every city, the hub city is always getting more items, more warehouses, simply because I need that. I could, at some point, actually add a convoy of cogs and use those at the warehouse, which means, I think that is. Let's see what he does. Pullman, thank you. Scarborough, okay. So, if I want to set up so what I would do, so I would add Bremen, I would add Bremen, and I would add Bremen. And one repair stop. After that, take everything. I have to slow down because I get too much at the same time now. So, step 1, take everything from the warehouse. Step 2, sell everything to town. Step 3, dump everything in the warehouse. If I do this, then that was something we weren't exactly clear of, but some say it's one trading step was half a day, some say it was a full day. I found out with trade routes that half the day is most likely. Because if I set 2 days for the warehouse, the picking up, the loading and unloading of in cities, I always was dropping off too much. So let's say it's a day and a half. 3 steps are a day and a half, which means day 1 I will unload and sell. Day 2 I will, no sorry, day 1 I will load and sell. Day 2 I will unload and load. Day 3 I will sell. So every 2 days I'm doing a sales action. If you have 2 convoys, they can actually work together at some point. Although at some point with 3 stops they will overlap. But this is what we did in Patrician 2 for warehouse trading. And it worked very well. Plus it was a very good option to dump all the cogs you actually captured from pirates. So with that in mind, yeah, having an administrator is an improvement. Now look at this. When we started, it was in April. Currently it's already the 19th of February. So, yep, things are going well. 70 fixed. Yeah, it's nice. Except I need that wood because I don't have anything here. That's number one. But I need that wood for lots of things. 312. This is actually times 10. So 3,120 barrels of goods. Soon, little guy. Also, this mission, 43 goods on one ship, which means that the only possible ship to do that is a cog. For now. Wait till we get a bigger one. So, am I doing good? Yeah, I think I'm doing good at this game. At least for the time being. There are some things I have to look for. First things first. I had 21 pig iron, so where did it all go? I think the first town I will expand into is Riepen, because salt, whale oil fish and pig iron, those are the ones I use. Plus I'm able to produce timber here, which is very useful to produce the bricks and salt. So I can set up 2 chains up here and even ship the surplus. The other advantage, salt is needed for the fish production, plus hemp. So this is probably going to be my first city. Disadvantage, I have to make sure that I keep outperforming the AI, or something bad should happen. Scarborough may be an alternative later. We have timber and iron goods here, but I don't have big iron. Which means that if I want to produce iron goods here, I have to import big iron from Riepen or London. Groningen will probably be my number 2, because timber, hemp, grain, bricks, all effective production, and in all my previous games, Groningen basically became my major bricks production center. Those goods, it's all bulk, which is a disadvantage. But then this route is this distance and that distance are pretty short, so I can use cogs later. Spotted London. Ship to office, maximum timber. What I'm going to do with this one, let me think. The dusk had pitch, Torun. Danzig, Torun. Riga, Reval. Novgorod, Doga, Stockholm, Malmö. I thought Oslo. Yep. Bergen. Nee. Bremen. This is the only one that's pretty obvious. So what I'm going to do with this route, this is going to be one that's going to make a lot of money. Also, it's going to be one which will be under attack multiple times, which is why this captain will be useful. I'm going to sell cloth, iron goods and wine in those cities. In Gdansk I will load up pitch maximum. Actually, I forgot something. Lübeck. This is one of the things not everybody knows. But you can select a city and move it up or down in the queue if you click at it. Click, hold and drag. Lübeck. Selling cloth, buying iron goods, buying pitch, selling wine. Gdansk, selling cloth, selling iron goods, selling wine. Torun, cloth, basically doing the same thing all over. Buying skins, no pitch, and I need to adjust this one to 800. Riga. Wait, did Riga have pitch? Can't remember. I thought it did. Yeah, it does. I will, with this route, also compete against the AI in this area. No need to buy pitch here, because Visby is doing cloth, Stockholm, Reval are doing iron goods production. So if I sell around here and start selling those goods while buying pitch and skins, then it's pretty certain that I will disrupt some of the AI's business. But I will also create the opportunity for them to build more pitch and skins industries, because I'm creating the demand. The demand is in the West. I'm fulfilling that demand in the West, but for that I need to get the supplies from the East. So, and by selling wine, I will fill up the demand for wine. Oslo was both pitch and skins. Yep. Pitch and skins. Only skins. Later, when I've established myself in Visby, it will be a lot easier, because I will just pick up pitch and skins from this area, dump it in Visby. Similar with having a hub in Aalborg, I will simply pick up the pitch and skins from Lübeck and Oslo in this case, and drop it off in my office in Aalborg. So Aalborg and Visby will get warehouses for sure. go again. And this is really why I want to deal. Escaped again. But finances are going well, so the only thing I really need is getting wood. Here we go. That's the... No cargo, so it escaped. Yep. Spot the Gdansk, okay. They really want to try to get it. Here comes number 3. That's basically why I wanted this captain. The forced sailing skill is so useful. So we have 3 pirates over there. This is in general the worst area for a pirate. To avoid pirates, it's the best area to hunt them. I actually... Yes, I did. Okay. see what happens. Didn't sell any wine, but I bought iron goods. Yeah, there's too much wine, so the AI must have dumped it previously. I bought iron goods and pitch, which is nice because the iron goods could actually be sold in Gdansk. Ah, wait, I think I know what's happening. I'm picking up the timber in Groningen, and the current selling price is 59. What price have I set it to sell? Yeah, 55. There you go. So it's picking up. So 2 timber for 36. Okay. This is why I want Groningen to become my major timber town and rigs, etc. But I need a better ship for that. Can't do that with the Crayer nor the Snaker. There goes the iron goods, and we bought pitch. So far things are going. Selling for 350 even. That's why I said this route is going to make me a lot of money. Completion. I have to check what's finished. A warehouse. That means 2 things. First of all, of course, my office is 2.5 and I got 2.8. So that's number one. But it also means I need to hire another guard. And looking at things, I'm still lacking Hamburg, Groningen. Wait a sec, but I had 15. It's still selling everything. Light in Malmö. Okay, thank you. And we have our first skins, plus we sold some wine. So far, so good. Okay, maximum timber. Next permit. That message was important as well. Stockholm. So I'm slowly starting to get permissions elsewhere. Port is frozen. We saw that briefly. It means I can't trade here. End of information. Yes, sorry people, but it's such a simple thing. I can't trade there. And I can explain everything, but it's simply I can't access the port. I can't access the town, so I can't trade. It's one of the reasons why my trading routes will have there's my next permit. Visby, very nice. But I don't have Aalborg yet. It's one of the reasons why I want my trading routes always when I'm rounding up the numbers in that formula I'm using. Because with that I'm actually delivering too much, which is very useful if I want to deal with growth. That's number one. But it's also very useful if something like a frozen port happens, because I can't deliver, but having everything in the warehouse simply means that I can still sell to the city, and Novgorod happens too. So now I've lost that symbol. Now I've lost two of the trading cities to Stettin. Okay, I've barely been there, but never mind. 765 for warehouses, 533 for house rent, 560. Spotted Gdansk. Okay. Crayer is already at 68. See, I have my reputation now, so that's good, but not wealth. I'm missing 90k. That'll change soon enough. Also, this is going pretty well. And it's the 1st of February, so
Sancte Spiritus, linguas tanquam in mis in apostolos descendens. Amen.
I'm going to do something else. I'm going to give some donations every once in a while now. That's good for my reputation. It's a little bit less good for my company value, but eventually that'll pay off. You'll see we have a statue added here. And yeah, of course, now we need a gabbard. I still need another warehouse, so let's do that first. Getting more permissions. 5 iron goods pitch, 25 skins. This is going really well. More permissions. Lübeck, Reval, and Riga. Good. Oh, and Gdansk. There is no other indication as those letters. Yeah, we had seen that one. But no other indication as those letters, so every once in a while I need to scroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Torun is the last one. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 8, 9. So we have 19 out of 24 towns. Probably Bergen, Oslo, something in this corner is missing. This one is looted. It isn't. Whew. It isn't. Ah, that's why it's only one Crayer. Yep. That means the AI tactic didn't work. Bergen. Oh, him again. He really wants to get those items. Making sense. Aalborg, Oslo, and Edinburgh. I think I have them all now. If not, I'll find out soon enough, because we're going to get another mission. 3 more days. And which one are having a captain but not used? This one. It's a very terrible captain, actually. I also should check Malmö. No captains. Okay, siege. May the walls and our courage hold. No. They may not hold. Or better said, they won't hold. Not with a single cannon tower. Nothing here. No pitch shoots. They won't hold. Now my next choice. I got big iron, but I still don't have enough timber. Ooh. That is a load of skins. No, I'm not going to do that. I could actually put something at it, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is improve to level 3. This is going to cost me 12 days and 4,000. Basically because I don't have the timber, I got everything else. Upgrade. After that I will hire sailors. I can't do missions yet. But I will be able to get good captains. The only thing I need to do now is start checking. So sorry if you think that all those tavern sounds are annoying. It's funny that so much of my ship trade says loss. Profit 300, profit 24, profit 4.9k, loss, merchant house ready, okay, profit 11k. Yeah, 11.5k, that's doing nicely. This one? Yep. Nothing. The AI has begun building, by the way, so I have to keep an eye on that. Nothing. Vineyards owned by Jakob Pleskov, 2. So those 2 are his. That one is number 3. Okay. He also has 2 merchant houses. I saw something being built here that's probably wool. Lübeck, only a house. Malmö, nothing yet. Dump everything in the office, okay. It really is going up and down. Because right now funds are decreasing. A while ago I was making a lot of money. But I'm still improving, just not enough. Oh well, that'll change in a bit. I mean, look at this. 1200. That's going very fast. That could have been that building in Bruges 2. Really? Toedoen. Rika. Not in Reval. Not in Ladoga, if I'm not mistaken. In Ladoga. Novgorod. not in Oslo. So we had that fight. Flood. Of course they fled. Here comes the money. They're all selling some of the skins. Some, not all. So, oh, look what we have here, people. 2 lanterns and a noise seagull. The 2 lanterns means the shipyard has upgraded, which means no, it doesn't mean we have bigger ships yet. It does mean that everything is going faster. 4 days and this one is finished. Also, Jaeger, I need to use the E instead of the umlaut, but Jaeger is German for hunter. That's what it's going to do. And I really hope I'm able to show that. And also the thing I'm currently doing, using a ship and later a convoy to visit towns using a specific good. This version is actually allowed in multiplayer. People won't have much of a problem with it. If you play the game like that. It escaped. Good. And the reason for that is with the current setup, I'm not only buying items, I'm also selling items. So while I remove items from the city, I give something in return. And with that, I support a player who uses that city as a hometown or uses that city as a supply point, whatever. You're basically helping another player to supply and support that town. So buying goods isn't a problem. What can be a problem is if I want iron. Good grief. If I want to have iron goods or bits or skins, and or if you're playing in the east and you have you need wine, let's do that. You're playing from Reval. No, you're playing for Stockholm, and what you usually could do is, since you have skins set up here, get a ship over to Cologne, Bruges, London, Groningen to pick up wine and spices and go back, similar to the route I have here. Another option is simply send a snaker to Cologne, and the only thing it has to do is buying wine at a certain price. When you do that, at some point the AI will start to build vineyards, and a lot of them. If a player has its main town, its starting town in the west, and doing the trading in that area, that means that player has to support Cologne. The problem you create when you put up a convoy only buying one good day in, day out, until the ship is full, then send it back to users. The problem you create is, like I said, the AI will start building vineyards. The population will explode because, yeah, there's a job, so everybody wants to work there. And as a result, the player who was supporting that town needs to adjust more and more of his or her resources to support Cologne. And with that, not getting enough funding to also do the same thing in other towns. So at some point, the whole economy in this area will collapse because everything is focused at two towns. Like Bremen is my hometown. I have to support Bremen, I have to support Cologne, and that's it. I can't focus on the other towns anymore. And with the player from Stockholm not helping me, it only gets more complicated. Eventually, the economy will crash. And there's a huge load of wine available. The AI will buy it, the AI will dump it in cities. And as a result, the player from the east, who is using what we call a sucker, because you're sucking the wine out of the system, the player who's using the sucker will eventually have his economy drop as well, because the AI will buy up the cheap wine and dump it in cities. So instead that he's able to sell 20 barrels of wine for, I don't know what I said, I can check it though, for 325, eventually he actually may have to sell the 20 barrels of wine for 200, because he can't get it anymore. So in single player games, using a game doing, like I said, a sucker approach is okay. simply because it's your choice and you can actually withdraw that ship if you don't need it, or stop the automatic trading if you don't need it, and make sure the game gap's somewhat balanced. In a multiplayer game, just don't do it, because you will ruin what the other player is going to experience. See, we have 12. No, I can't transport 12. I will only have the crew right now. Edinburgh. Because I need to find a captain. So to finish my story, in a multiplayer game, please don't use suckers. If you want to have goods, support the other player in that area by shipping goods that may actually support the game. If I would have this ship running in a multiplayer game, it would probably get some more items. New warehouse, okay. I will probably pick up some timber, some grain, some fish, some wool, and sell that as well, because you support the other town with it. Warehouse, he said. So I need increase that. At least I'm good for now. 450 storage space, 311 loads required. Or 4,500 versus, well, it was 3,110 something. It's a little bit more now. Spotterbergen. Escaped. Okay, well, for a change, I can accept the offer. Does it mean I have to accept the rest? But I can at least accept the offer of the suitor, thanks to all the skins I brought in. 39 skins, but see what happens. Ooh. Yeah, those iron goods are going very well. It's the reason why I want to set up that industry as soon as I can. How much timber did I set? 50, okay. Selling at 60. Crayers are so nice for missions like that. I mean, he needs to be there at the 10th of March. That's 12 days. I'm doing the trip in 5. So, ka-ching. Well, that's the 5k, so that problem is solved too. That's the proposal. No. Sorry, no. $104 for additionally rented. That's because the warehouse, the second, was finished between this tax bill and the previous one. What? Councillor! So that means two things. First of all, this means I'm able to help with decisions in the city. Second of all, this means I have to take a bath again. Third of all, it means I can actually bribe people if I want something to happen.
Usacte Spiritus, linguas tanquam in nis in apostolos descendens. Amen.
I can be a little bit more generous now. Still not enough though, but as you can see, the more I donate, the more the church upgrades. But, okay, I said first I have to take a bath, second bribing, third church, fourth, and this is important, town info, and I should keep a look at notices. I'm currently not on the list yet. If I have the 900k, I will be. But I can ask to enlarge the town walls, expand the military, change the tax per head, and levy extra tax. Now, if if I want to do something, then I have to check them. And currently it's only gates protection, which are things here. And as you can see, the current mayor ordered the construction of another bombard tower. It's not enough for a siege. We also need more wood. I'm going to change a few things. That's already set, okay. Spotter London. And my funds are at 529. So I have 2 months for 400k. I don't think I'm going to make it. I need to be Patrician at May 1st. I'm not sure if I'm going to make that. Then, as I said at the start, I haven't been playing this game for some time, so I'm rusty. I lack the price knowledge for one thing. And I really need to transfer my price list from my previous games to the game folder of this one. Still. But to finish where I started, with my somewhat rusty knowledge, I don't think it's bad if I get the Lord Mayor title within 2 years. It's still nice to do it in 1 year. I know I've been able to do that. I know I can do that. Lots of iron goods again. Nice amount of skins. That's a hunting lodge where we get skins. So I'm thinking which city to expand to first. And I forgot something. So we'll see where I'm going to beach the ship, but if I make it to Patrician in time and actually Lord Mayor in time, then I'm very pleased if it happens within a year. If it happens within 2 years, well, at least I'm able to get a somewhat more solid foundation to support being a Lord Mayor, because it requires a little bit more funding. Although that said, with that skin route going well. I don't think there's that much problems with funding anymore. We have a captain. 2 sailing, 3 fighting, good enough. That's Bremen. I should stop this for 2 reasons. One is being an hour and a half on this. And the other reason is time. Yep. Well, that was about to happen at some point. So he has a good one. But then 2 Crayers and a Hulk, yeah, that makes sense. It simply makes sense. It's not a terrible loss. And I'm going to make up with this. Losing this skins is actually worse. Still, financials are going well. Like I said, losing that cargo, the iron goods were pity. But some of the other items, no, not really. It's part of the game. So it's something that's going to happen anyway. At some point, tables are turned and pirates are the ones to be hunted. And at that point, I basically own the seas. And the fun part, at some point, that's even going to happen. I know it's going to happen. As soon as I start trading between Bremen and Visby, pirates will attack that convoy while I got the best ship as convoy leader, and I'm simply blasting them out of the water. But I have situations in my games where I actually was fighting with my hunting convoy for a mission or whatever, and my trading convoy between Bremen and Visby got under attack. So I was like, okay, I let them be and solve it. The convoy was repaired because that route, because of its vulnerable of the goods, I set it up to repair in both cities. So the convoy was repaired. A lot happened. I completely ignored the convoy. At some point I got a message that it was attacked again, and once again I was busy with something, so I couldn't fight it myself. The battle was finished, I disabled the trading route, checked it out, and I found out that the entire convoy the captain had captured, the leading ship had captured another one of the same kind in the previous battle. Those two were strong enough to deal with the pirate they were encountering, and as a result, all of a sudden my convoy had 5 fully armed ships. Also with minimum crew, but they had 5 fully armed ships. So I had to remove the weapons and everything and check with the things that, but loot it. 3 Crayers, yeah, makes sense. And 2 Crayers also makes sense. Groningen and Brugge. Let's check those 2 ships. Kind of captain. No sailing skill. And 2 sailing points more. Jaeger. Weapons. Maximum. Catapults, I got 28 man. You know what? Keep it. And here comes the fun part. I can create my private convoy. Yep, that's another thing I have when being a councillor. You are being called for Hanse days. Also, as a Lord Mayor, same thing. Goods, warehouse, no. Check here. Nothing. I like those cutscenes actually. Siege. First thing we're going to see. Is anybody running? Not anymore. There they are. That's besieging the city, and you see the symbol here. Also 105 mercenaries. They have siege ladders, a battery ram, archers and foot soldiers, and in a bit I will return to it. So we can actually see I want to do a mission, but not those missions. We will see what else they actually have. Oh, wait. Ribbon. No side room. And trebuchet. They will also, this is their camp, they will also have guards at every entry point. If I want to build something, this is my army. If I want to build something, workshop, only inside town walls, not outside. Everything in front of the towers will be destroyed. That's my house. This one. That drops. Probably we see it here too. Everybody is not happy. They will claim it too. Speaking of wells, donation. Water supply by wells. It stops fires and it helps with sanitation. Nothing. Nothing. Come on, people, I want a mess. Side room. London to Malmö. Adventure brother. 35. Accept. So we get a map. Usually it's around here, by the way. Not this time. I have to keep a look at it, because I don't have any idea right away where it is. Single tree. That too has been a while. Say it's Denmark. Yep, found it. This spot is up here. That's a disadvantage of those black and white maps. This spot is up here because we got this roof. So the only thing I need to do now is find that point. I'd say, okay, I know where it is, more or less. Somewhere over there, probably somewhat more close to the coastline. So let's see. 3,500. That usually it's 2,000 messages, 2,000 rewards. That's a snaker. 3.5. Probably Crayer. So let's have a look here. Battery RAM. The rest isn't there yet, so they won't do anything. They will move towards the city, and at some point you will actually see them firing. But there isn't a tower, so it's unlikely they will attack the tower, but instead concentrate on those 3 archers. Battery ram will do what it's made for, battering the gate. As soon as the gate is breached, they will flood in. And town will be looted. One of the things you can do as a player to prevent that is simply move everything from town covers to your own. Then, after the siege is finished and they're gone, dump everything back in the town covers again. Taking things from town covers will damage your reputation. Now I have to check that map. That's the spot. This part is such a pain because it's pixel sensitive. Or not. And now I'm going to do my favorite part of games like these. One more. And done. And done. We won't see what happens, we only see what happens here. This button is actually firing, but I can do that with spacebar. I can adjust speed if I want to, usually I don't. As Corona. So I destroyed 3 of the ship weapons, I will sell that one. More important, much more important, I got a good ship able to do this kind of trading, which means a spot to London can be taken offline, so to speak, sent to London to be a spotter. Patrician, those are the wells. As you can see, trebuchets dropping at the arches. Leave. And here comes the other nice part. I can move everything. So I will remove the sailors. I will take that back to 36. Weapons will be removed. Spot to London. Off to London, and I will repair it there. As Corona will be renamed. For the time being. 8. File, pitch, Skinder run, load, activate, 25 days under repair. And I'm unable to participate in that one. Jaeger, sailors, 6, side room, cargo, 46, accept. Because this is going to be a very nice fight. Those are the wells. I made one mistake. As you can see, crossbowmen are fighting as well, shooting. So no fine or whatever for Groningen. I don't have the ability to turn the map, so you see that I actually got, there are actually 4 ranged fighters on the wall. And the pirates we have to destroy is here. We need leather and wool. How much am I saving in wool? 10. Okay. How much do I currently have? Swords fighters are dealing with men right now over there as well. This way I'm slowly dropping my captains out of not the captains. I'm slowly removing the ships from my rotation, my trading routes, and with it I'm going to replace them by others and actually set them on their jobs, being spotters. As you can see, well, you just saw him dying, so no defenses on the wall, just a couple of men, and I have no influence on that yet. Behind it, waiting for the battery ram. Basically, those guys could actually go up and over, but okay, game decided something else. Escaped. This is going to be a very fun fight. And if I'm able to pull it off this time, you're going to see something epic. No, I'm not going to manage it. That's a shame. That's really a shame. Okay, that's some luck. I know it's going to be a shame because that number should have been dropping a lot earlier. The fire thing is popping up is when I destroy one of their weapons, and that's useful to me because with that I know which side to attack. Currently They have one weapon. They had one. Okay, they got 2 weapons on starboard side or right. Everybody doesn't know what sailing ships do. And sorry, no weapons on starboard, 2 on port. So I have to attack it from below if I want to board it. Problem, they have 45. Correction, 43 guys, I have 28. So I won't... They missed me again. I won't be able to board them. Or better said, I will be able to board them, but I will lose. And I'm not going to lose my very first Crayer. Unless I'm very lucky, but I doubt. Nah. I need at least 26, 25 people on that hulk. And at this rate, nah, not gonna happen. 36, 10 health points, 35, 6 health points. We got ourselves a sinker. Ah well. Unless I'm very lucky. No. Still completed the mission though. Shame. Oh well, it happens. Let's see how the siege is going. Nothing yet. Won't be long before. So, mercenaries fighting, you can attack them, you can surrender, and you can buy freedom if you're mayor. Also, now I'm councillor, and I really should quit actually. But now I'm councillor, I'm able to deal with the prince. And I should keep more attention to that one. Third of August. I will make sure I'm going to be there this time. What kind of food do we have? Filled breast of veal. Stuffed with mince and nutmeg. Okay, mint, sorry. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Also, 30th of March, which means one more day to go. I'll end it after that one. That's the convoy I will take on later. Yep. because right now this convoy isn't suited enough for it. They breached gates. Everybody's fleeing, including my soldiers. Set this one to repair. Next week we'll see what happens with those guys. For now, I think after 2 hours, some interesting events happening. I think it's time to quit. We will check here. We found another good trading center, demanding pitch iron goods for wine and pottery. So at the moment, wine isn't the problem. But like I said, this is it. Thanks for watching. I hope you've been enjoying it. I did. It was fun. Especially having my Crayer ready and showing a bit of the naval combat. So yeah, I've been enjoying it and I hope you did too. I hope to see you next week. Have a good week. Goodbye.